Hey, greetings everybody. This is Wesley Pepper. This is the Art Lexcia podcast. This is the Christmas episode. I think it's episode 101. I'm still flying solo today. As you can tell, Siza, she's in the Eastern Cape. Hopefully she's having a good rest. And I hope it's yeah. I'm sure she's good. Flying solo. Just a recap, last week or episode 100 was fantastic, man. Lorraine Stolle from Gauteng International Book Fair, fucking brilliant episode. It was also nice to sort of cap the 100th episode like that, so that was great. So thank my sister. We will definitely speak to them in the new year. So look forward to that. So also to the listeners, there's also a lot of stuff to look forward to in 2023, man. A lot of good relationships built up over the past year, so that's fucking cool. But like I said, this is the Christmas episode, so ho 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 if you into Christmas and if you're into this pagan holiday. Yeah, it's a pagan holiday. But like just for the listeners, I grew up. Christmas was a real thing for me growing up because the Christmas lights, which doesn't exist in Joburg or in Kimberley anymore, which is fucking weird. But I always liked that. I always liked the Christmas light. But other than that, it was the food, man. The food was awesome. And here's my nephew Aiden. Hello, Aiden. Yeah. Yeah. That's Aiden. It was the food that was always okay. Oh, Aiden.
Sorry.
No. It was actually fun because I was in a talk about the food, and the family was always a big part of Christmas for me growing up because if anybody knows me or knows any of the episodes, I don't really speak much about my family side, and there's a reason for that. But I've done an episode with Cordelia, my sister, in 2020. We also spoke about food. That time the podcast was still audio. And we always wanted to do something else. So I invited Leanne, my other sister, and the cooking show is going to be interesting, man. So before I bring you in, Leanne, firstly, hello. It sounds a bit weird, and like we already said hello to Aiden. We're recording this. It is people are going to listen to this on Christmas, so I guess Merry Christmas or hello, no?
No, it is a Merry Christmas. It's festive. We have to. Merry Christmas to everyone.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Do I say you? I use your maiden name. That was the Anne Topkin. We actually 11 or 12 years apart or some shit like that. It doesn't matter. But like she can cook very well. So just to explain to you what's going to happen. So we're taking us a bread recipe. And the reason for let me explain this. The reason why we were doing a cooking thingy, just to perspective, we always wanted to do it through the whole year, but we thought like a Christmas, given that it's family thing, we thought we'll do it today for this episode, and we did it in 2 parts. So Leanne recorded the thingy last week sometime on a phone, and we're gonna put the whole thing together. So now we're just gonna talk about the ingredients and this and that, and explain what's going to happen, and then we'll sort of fade into the actual cooking part. And remember to like, subscribe, and comment to the channel. Remember to like, subscribe to this episode if it goes well. Fuck, man, we'll do it more often, and I think that's really cool because we've got some really cool, exciting things. And I think I spoke already too much again. Firstly, we said the hello and the happy Christmas thing. So firstly, you alright? You look good.
Yes, I'm good, thank you. And you, my brother?
Yeah.
Are you good?
Yeah, I'm okay. They must say. For all my international listeners, over the festive season in South Africa, we drink, bro. So I'm okay. we drink a lot. Yeah.
Yes.
But we're not talking alcohol.
We have a good time.
We have good times, yes. So the bread recipe.
Yes.
You're gonna explain how we're gonna make the bread. So firstly, explain to us what type of bread it is. And yeah, let's start there. What is
Okay.
that?
Well, the bread that I made was a white bread. Most people can call it a sweet white bread or a dinner roll that you accompany with your food. So it's not like a meal on its own. You'll definitely eat it with some meat or like a cold meat or something like that.
And we were doing that because over the festive season we wanted to make something which was not just affordable but practical as well and delicious. So you can have it with like landscapes with many. And so, just for full disclosure, this is not your recipe, no?
No.
Yeah, just explain that.
It's not my recipe at all. I do follow many people on Facebook, that do these little cooking videos or the TikTok videos. So I definitely get quite a bit of my recipes from those types of videos. I do then try my best to put my own spin on it, as I do want to sell it as my own. But the full-on bread recipe did not come out of.
When you say your own spin, yeah, what do you do? But you must gonna explain that was not in the whole thing, right? You explain it in the your processes is explained in the second half of the episode, no?
Yes, most definitely. And coming back to your question on putting my own spin on things, I do like weighing the spice. Spice is very important. I find some of the recipes very bland, like super bland. Not even enough salt. So in that sense, definitely the spice. Yes, salt really does give a lot of flavor without adding a hot spice, if you get my flow. But I guess it's my flavor profile that I will put into my recipes that I'll try and make my own, yes.
Yeah, man. Thanks for that, Leanne. And just a listener. So we got a very creative family. I'm the only practicing artist, but everyone has their own. And cooking is a big deal in my family. And when we cook for big today, like Christmas Day, it's a real thing. And presentation and flavor, and I grew up with that. I always like to. I was so schooled in good cooking. I can walk past any place that makes food. Literally just walk past and smell, and I can know if it's good or if it's bad. I can tell you within. Yeah, because I love that. I love that about this time. Yeah, you see, and the bread there, you can play with many different things. I like that, and we've really been looking forward to doing this episode. So I'm sure. One more thingy. So just to explain to us, how we're gonna move from here. So you did it in your kitchen. The ingredients were, what do they call it? Everyday ingredients. Is that the right thing, or is it common
everyday ingredients?
Which is your flour, milk,
flour, eggs, yeast. I think that's on every family's grocery list at the end of the day. If you a baker or non-baker, you are gonna buy some flour at some point, so you'll have it in your cupboard. Sugar, you'll have in your cupboard.
What else is there?
It was yeast, eggs, flour, milk, and sugar.
You see, I like that. I'm expecting a longer list here, and it's not very huge. But that's what I dig. I'm not naive to cooking, but I don't cook. I just like the eating part, and being critical on what doesn't taste good. But
and very critical.
Yeah, because we have to. I think as creative people, you can't accept mediocrity. I don't give a fuck where you are or what time of the day. You don't come with shitty art on this platform or in a real life, and that's just how it is. So now the listeners know something else. I was gonna ask one more thing. just to explain, so we're gonna
Yes.
move to you recorded this thing in your kitchen, so we chopped it up in a few small episodes. So you'll see how Julius puts it all together, and just on that, my brother Julius and Siza, they are the Art Lexcia team. Happy Christmas to both of them. I know Julius is probably with his daughters, and I know Siza is in the Eastern Cape, so much love to them. And you'll see and hear more of them next year. We're trying to, anyway, let me not give too much away. And I think that's it. Do you still have something else to say that you wanna? I don't know. Is there still something else you wanna say about the recipe?
Not really. I mean, it's very simple. I think in the video I did explain it well.
Yeah.
So hopefully some of the listeners will be making that bread on Christmas.
Yeah, and let us
How
know.
awesome would that not be?
Yeah, and let us know if you guys like so because I said next year we want to try this a bit more. And we did this thing on really economic or budget, and I mean like that, just like we used each other's phones.
That's the point.
And that was the point. Yeah, me and you's probably gonna have a drink now or three. To all my listeners, like Merry Christmas. And remember, like, subscribe, and comment on this channel. Please enjoy the rest of the episode, and let us know, as I said, what you guys think. And if you survive till the 25th of December 2023, it's been a hell of a year. So celebrate yourself, as Siza always says. And my people, I will speak to you. I'll have towards the end with a small intro. But till then, Leanne, thanks for the recipe. And
thank you for having me.
People will listen to you.
I'll see you soon.
Right after this shop.
Hello, welcome to my kitchen. I'm Leanne Topkin, and today we are going to be baking my famous dinner rolls. So let's start with the ingredients, or what you'll be needing for the recipe. First, we'll start out with a big bowl. Then we'll have your 1 cup flour, half a cup of sugar, half a cup of oil, 1 cup milk, can be whole milk or skim milk depending, a 1/4 cup warm water, teaspoon salt, a sachet of your yeast, 2 eggs and butter. You have 3 cups of flour for later on. So let us start with the first step. We will take our yeast. Now we add the yeast into a tablespoon of sugar in a small bowl. All the yeast is in. We then will add our 1/4 cup warm water. What this will do is the yeast and the water with the sugar will then activate and make a nice little foam, and that is what we are looking for. Once we got that all nicely mixed in, we can set it aside so it can do its fermentation process. To that we will now add, or to our big bowl, we will add our milk, our cup of warm milk. I'll just warm it up for a few minutes. Why I'm warming it up is just so that the 1/2 cup of sugar and oil can dissolve nicely and become smooth. Once the milk is warmed up, we'll place it in the bowl. We'll then add our 1/2 cup of sugar and we will mix. You can now mix with a wooden spoon, a plastic spoon, whichever one is comfortable. And we will just mix up until the sugar has somewhat dissolved in the bowl. I'm sure you'll feel it while you are mixing, if it is dissolved or not. While we are mixing that, we can add our 1/2 cup of oil. While we continue mixing, can slowly add your 1 cup of flour, which is already sifted. To this mixture, we will also add our 1 teaspoon of salt. As you can see, it's coming very nicely together. There are still some lumps, but that is fine. If it really bothers you, you can just press them out like that with the back of the spoon. And mix. Once your mixture is nice and smooth, like such, we can then add 1 by 1 our eggs. One in, the last egg goes in. And mix. So this will be your liquid or your base to the bread. As you can see, it has now come together very nicely. It has made a dough, but it is sticky. But like I said, that is fine. Just make sure that all the flour is then incorporated. Other than that, it's okay if it is sticky. So your dough has now risen for about an hour and a half if you'd like. So you can see it has now doubled in size. So we'll do it on a floured surface. Take the bread out, or your dough out. I would like to do 2 different breads with you this evening. I'll do 1 savory and 1 sweet. So I'll just cut it halfway. Keep that one for later. So now just roll into a circle, as we're going to do almost like a croissant looking bread, which is usually quite popular. My dough is now rolled out nice and thinly. I would say about 1 centimeter thick. I will now be taking my butter, 2 tablespoons, 3 tablespoons, depending how much butter you like. And we'll just rub it all over the surface of your dough. This will definitely act in helping your cinnamon and your sugar to stick to your cinnamon roll. Okay, here we have 1/2 cup of sugar to 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. We can just give this a quick mix. So I am going to use all of it. Just do a quick mix like this. And then we will just throw it all over the dough. Pat down, or at least try and spread it as far as you can over your dough. Once that is done, you can start on your smallest side of the dough and roll it up As easy as that. Now we have our cinnamon rolled up very nicely. I like measuring a 3-finger diameter and cut 3-finger, and then we get to cut our cinnamon rolls. Over here I have a heavily greased or buttered pan, as the sugar tends to cook out and make your pan quite sticky, so I'd say be generous with your butter. And we can just put our cinnamon buns like that. And allow it to brew for another half an hour. Over here we have our second half of the dough that we put aside. I made it into a ball, and now we're going to roll it out to make our croissant breads. So we'll just roll and flip until we get a nice thin piece of dough, almost like making a pizza. The bread has been rising for an hour now, or the second proof has been for an hour. Like you can see, it has doubled in size. We are now going to put it in the oven at a preheat of 180 for 25 to half an hour. 25 minutes to half an hour in the oven, nice and warm. Our bread has been baking for 25 minutes. As you can see, they are nicely golden brown. And here's our cinnamon roll. Nice, hot, sticky, fudgy cinnamon roll. See the bottom, the way the sugar has just caramelized. Usually to serve these, you can just put some powdered sugar over, or if you like the icing, you can do some icing. To make the icing you can definitely do some lemon and the icing sugar for the topping as well. Sticky at the bottom. Okay, I lost one over there. Leave that one to cool. The dinner rolls will literally just slide off. Allowed to cool and enjoy with friends and family. I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time.
Hey everybody, yeah man, firstly Merry Christmas to everybody listening to the episode, and guys, hope you enjoyed Leanne's and our first cooking show. Personally, I think it went pretty well. Remember guys to like, subscribe and comment to this channel. I'd love to know what you guys have to say about today's show. Because I would keep saying I'd love to do this again in the new year, And yeah, man, just in closing, enjoy the holidays. Enjoy the holidays. I know I'm certainly am. And what was the other thing? Oh yeah, next week's episode, the New Year's Day thing. We're actually looking to also do something but experiment so an experiment about with next week's show. So we're gonna broadcast that one live, and hopefully Siza will be back for that. But I think I'll tweet or blog or something about it. I will make some form of announcement before then. But yeah, guys, thanks everybody for listening in and tuning in. And remember to like, subscribe, and comment to the channel. And I'll see you in the new year.